The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now, to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup. Once again, good evening. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. As the intro had stated, I'm out here at Pine City High School for a non-conference, non-section matchup here between the, well, that's going to start early. The Barnum Bombers. No, it's not the Bram Bombers, not the Bombers we're used to. It's the Barnum Bombers. Although we play Barnum enough in various different sports, I should be used to it by now. But it is the Barnum Bombers taking on your Lady Dragons here this evening. And I think this is going to be a good game. I think this is going to be a really good game. There's been some time off for both these squads. Obviously, last week was pretty interesting with how cold it was. It's crazy to me to think that I'm talking about how we've warmed up this week and we're still highs in the single digits and or negatives. It's just crazy, but 'tis Minnesota. And, I mean, it's a normal winter. I know a lot of people might be complaining, but believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we've been overly blessed the last, handful of years where winters have been fairly mild. So we're getting a normal Minnesota winter, and you know what? I am okay with it. I really am. So, but in this game here tonight, it's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a good showdown between these two teams. We are currently in the Here's the Pitch pregame show, where we're sponsored by, of course, Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are the area's premier indoor training facility. They've got fast pitch, slow pitch, and baseball batting cages. You can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Well, speaking of more of our fine sponsors, before we get too deep into the pregame, I'm going to go ahead and hear a word from some more of our fine sponsors, as they do a great job of sponsoring us. And not only do they allow us to come out here because of that, well, they also allow us to bring you this game for free. So a word from our fine sponsors, then we'll be back here on WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Back here in the Here's the Pitch pregame, brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They've got live training, so be sure to call in and get your slot locked down for some live training sessions, or if you're looking for a spot to train for some baseball, softball, doesn't matter. Be sure to get on in there at Here's the Pitch. Again, best way to reserve your slot is to call ahead of time. That way you've got, for sure, your spot in their books. As we go throughout this pregame here, again, we're shouting out all of our fine sponsors. And another one that we're going to be talking about here is we're talking about all the different games going on in our local listening area tonight. Right across the road, actually, over at the Pine City Civic Center. Our best friend, Joe Lattimore, he's going to be out there tonight calling the Pine City girls hockey game against Moose Lake Willow River. And then across the pond a little ways, if you will, over there in Malacca on 23, it is the girls' basketball game of what used to be conference opponents between Mora and Malacca. And that is going to lead me into our here's the pitch, or not here's the pitch. We're in the here's the pitch pregame. That is going to lead us now into the A&W hometown handoff with Adam Hefty. Adam Hefty over there in Malacca tonight. Adam Hefty, first of all, how's it going over there tonight?
Hey, it's going great. There's a vibe here, but you were talking about a non-conference matchup. I think I can speak for you as well that I'm glad Mora is in the Great River Conference instead of the Granite Ridge, but this is sort of a casualty of that. It's kind of a shame that Malacca and Mora aren't in the same conference, but it was bound to have a break somewhere. But I'm glad that these two have been able to schedule each other for the past handful of years, even if it isn't a conference matchup. It is, however, a section matchup, so it's going to be a fun one that we've been really excited for the past few weeks or so.
Well, you speak correctly for me, sir. And, yeah, it is unfortunate that this isn't a conference game anymore. But you know what? I'm waiting for them to do the Great River I am talking about, what college football has done, and just kind of take over and then take all those teams in and become one super No, I don't want that to happen. I'm just kidding. I like the separate conferences. It's unfortunate the way it happened, but, yes, I am glad Mora's in this conference now. But yeah, it is going to be a good one. It's one we've been looking forward to, and I look back, the hype around this one is kind of similar to Malacca-Bram, where those two teams went at it, both tops in their section at the time, and we knew what kind of game it was going to be. Tonight, going to be kind of similar, and there's even more on the line tonight, Adam, because like you mentioned, it's a section game, and these two teams are in the top 8. Malacca's number 2 last time I checked. Mora, I believe, just eclipsed, I think, the 8 or 7 spot. So, I mean, give us kind of an insight onto those two teams. I mean, they're similar, but they're quite different, too.
Yeah, you know, the Malacca has some star power with them, with the Gothman sisters, and Mora does it sort of by committee. They are very controlled. Not so much senior-led, I wouldn't say, but, you know, they do have a lot of control. I think leading the way for Mora is Addison Axtell, just a junior. There are 2 seniors, Elliot Kassenbauer and Abigail Kalish, but you know it really comes from control in Mora, and they really want you to play that game, and they want to force you into mistakes. Malacca, on the other hand, they want to be more athletic than you, and they are usually successful. I think we've talked about this a little bit. Now, Malacca, you know, I think they're rightly seated there at second, right behind Foley. But, you know, the QRF is not doing these Mora Mustangs any favors. They're struggling to get a home seed here in Section 6AA, and that, you know, just doesn't seem right.
It really doesn't, and Mora is, 13, 12, and 3, or 12 and 3, 11 and 3, something like that. So their record has I think they've proven by their record. Now, has their strength of schedule been as strong as some of the others? Maybe not, but I think what we need to mention is they've still beaten all of these teams, and the couple games that they have lost have been really close. So, I think the QRF has done them a little bit wrong this season. But hopefully by the time we get to the end of the regular season, that kind of corrects itself. And a game like this over there in Malacca should help the Mustangs tonight, Adam, because even if they do wind up losing this game, if they manage to keep it close or say they do win, imagine the jump for them.
Yeah, it would be huge. There is kind of a jumbled mess there in the midsection of 6AA. So Mora really has an opportunity to really jump in the seeding. And as you said, we're still a month away from seeding for the playoffs, so there's a long way to go. As of January 26th, the QRF isn't doing them any favors. That very well might change come later on in February. But you're over there in Pine City. How does it look over there?
Yeah, you know, it's very interesting the way that QRF hasn't given Mora any favors. Well, I don't want to say it's given Pine City any favors per se, but they have also scheduled very tough this year. So Pine City, although they have lost a couple of games, man, if you look at some of these teams that they have lost to, it has been real close. And there are some games in there where it's like they should. In talking with some of these coaches, they say we get one thing that turns and we win that game. Even in that game against Malacca, yes, it wound up being a 13-point loss. Let me tell you, that's a game they should have won. They kind of let that one slip away for them. So this Pine City's team is a lot more dangerous than what they're, I think right now they're just one game above 500, but they're a lot more dangerous than that. And for me, for Pine City, it's just about putting a complete game together. We've seen one half here, we've seen one half there, we've seen a couple of drives here and there, but they haven't quite put it all together in one game yet, nor together in multiple games. And when they do that, they might be one of the most dangerous teams in this section. Now, there's some great teams, Mora, and just our local area, Mora, Malacca, and Foley included in that. They might wind up being the top 4 seeds when the regular season comes to a close, and it may not be close. So I'm really looking forward for Pine City to do really well here tonight. They get a good opponent in Barnum, so it's going to be a really fun game, and I'm just excited to see how it goes. But, Adam, I appreciate you joining me for the A&W Hometown Handoff. Obviously, we will keep each other up to date as the game goes along, and we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you later.
All right, that again was Adam Hefty. Thanks so much to him for joining us for the A&W Hometown Handoff. Yeah, as I mentioned, Barnum comes in with a pretty darn good record here this year. Now, they did drop down a class. They were in Class 2A last year. This year, not so. They are in Class Single A this year, and it's kind of interesting to me. I don't understand the move. Not quite sure why they moved up, or down. They did. 13-4 on the year. They're 5-3 in Section 7 Single A, scoring 55 points per game while giving up 50 points per game. Now, if you look at the teams that they have played, there have been 2 local teams that they have played and nearly lost to. The first one was Hinckley-Finlayson. They only beat them by a point, ladies and gentlemen, by one single point, 34-33. And let me tell you, Hinckley should have won that game. Now, Pine City, we know how much Pine City beat Hinckley by, so that just gives you an idea. Barnum is ranked 27th. So they're darn near in the top 25. And for me, I don't know if that's correct. I think they're missing something there. And then we take a look at a few of the other teams that they have played against. Mora beat them by 1. I know East Central. Yeah, East Central only lost to them by 6, ladies and gentlemen. They beat Ogilvie only by 10. So I don't know. For me, Barnum, I just don't think is quite where their QRF has them. But there is something to be said about how they have won and the teams that they have beaten. They have beaten Aiken, very good team. They did go and beat Mora, very good team. They did beat Floodwood, another really good team. They did lose to Cromwell, Wright, and Cherry 2 games in a row, but then they came out and beat Ogilvie and Carlton Rentschel, who are 2, again, really good teams. And their most recent game last Tuesday was a loss to Mesabi East. So they're coming in having been well rested up to this game. So they've had about a week off from their last game to this game that they lost last week to Mesabi East, 66-41. Now talking about your Pine City Dragons, who play out of Section 6 AA. It's a tough section to play, and I don't envy anybody who has to play in that section. But Pine City right now is in the 6th spot. That would give them a home game. They're 9-7 overall, 0-4 in section play, which is less than ideal. And then they are 55 points per game, scoring about 56, and they give up 52. Those are not where they want them to be. Those are both I'm looking to improve as this end of the season comes. But if you look at their schedule, man, they're on a 3-game winning streak right now, and they have beaten teams like Mille Lacs, Esco, and East Central, all really tough teams. They did lose to Malacca and Legacy Christian Academy, but again, that Legacy Christian Academy loss was 1 point. Malacca was 13 points, but that one they let slip away. You get those 2 back, holy cow, this team looks different. And not only that, they lost to Zimmerman on the opening game of the season by 3, and that's another one they felt like they should have won. So this is a team who, unfortunately, again, has had some games they have let slip away, but let me tell you something. If there's a team that can turn it around quickly and make the jump to the postseason like I know they can, it is this Pine City team, and I am just waiting for them to put it all together. Again, they haven't quite put it all together for an entire game or a couple games, but when they do, I was not kidding when I said I do believe that they can be one of the best in this section. And there's a lot of good teams in this section, but I do believe that they can be one of the best in this section. And it's just about kind of getting it all together as one. But I do believe that their best basketball is in front of them as a squad. So I don't think it's far away from them seeing a lot of wins being put together. But that is going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame. And we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. And then when we return, we'll be back and ready for tip-off here in Pine City between these 2 girls' teams, the Barnum Bombers and your Pine City Dragons.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, the Bombers and Dragons going at it. Taking a look at our starting lineups here tonight. The Bombers, there we go. Starting for the Bombers, it will be number 10, Kennedy Berthamy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Then number 13, Mia Hurst. Number 20, Sophia Frank. Number 24, Ingrid Lund. And number 25, Morgan Corpella. On the other side for your Pine City Dragons, it will be number 2, Mallory Klepper. Number 4, Paige Gray. Number 11, Brooke Boland. Number 12, Kate Unverzat. And number 14, Retta Ganot. Those are your starters. The coaches for tonight, the Bombers head coach by Mariah Minkinen, and the Dragons head coach by, of course, Patrick Judd. So the Dragons and Bombers going at it. As we get ready for this game. I want to thank you, our loyal listener, for tuning in here to every single game that we call. Again, thanks to Adam Hefty out there in Malacca for his coverage tonight for the girls' game over there between Malacca and Mora. And appreciate Joe Lattimore for his coverage tonight just across the road over at the Pine City Civic Center for his coverage of the Pine City girls hockey game against Moose Lake Willow River. Dragons and Bombers ready to go at it. 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics has custom Light Force braces and Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Here we go. It's Unverzon. It is, I can't see. That That's fair. Mia Hurst. There we go. Unverzat and Mia Hurst at center court. And the tip is underway, and it is won by Ganote. Ganote will give it off to Klepper. Klepper going to try and make it an early 2. No good. Rebounded by Gray. That's going to be no good. And we got another rebound. I think that was Unverzat. And she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot an early 2. No, it's going to be Gray. No, it is Unverzat. I'll go figure. Well, get the mistakes out of the way early. That's what I'm saying. Kennedy with the foul called on her, and Unverzat will shoot 2. First one is good, and the Dragons are on the board. These two teams haven't played in a while because of, again, the cold last week, postponing a lot of things. And Unverzat hits them both. Well, you know, I think it's one of the hardest things to shoot a free throw at the beginning of the game and make them, and she did a good job right there. Meanwhile, the Bombers get it up the court. Now here's Hurst with it. On the far side, they get it to Frank underneath, trying to get it to Hurst, and that pass just a little too long, and it's going to go back to the Dragons. So the Dragons will get it back off the turnover. Again, still without one of their senior leaders in Vivian Lottie, and this ball going to be stolen away. That's Kennedy who got the steal. Now to the far side. That ball's in a lot of traffic. It's going to be a jump ball. Pine City should have held on to that one, but just unable to kind of get that angle at it. They almost had it. That was, I think, what was it, Ganote and Boland were both there. Meanwhile, it is the possession arrow that points the way of the Bombers after the jump ball. This is rebounded by Klepper, and she'll look for the go-ahead pass. It's just a little far out in front, and then a dangerous pass there to Unverzat. It's Hurst who's going to last touch it out of bounds for Barnum. So luckily, Pine City will hold on to it. That play got out of hand pretty quickly for Pine City, but luckily they catch a little bit of a break. Boland will inbound, and she'll try and inbound deep. It's tipped, and her Unverzat is right there, thankfully for her team. Now a 3 from Klepper. That's going to bank in. Well, I don't know if you knew, but the bank was open this late. Says so Mallory Klepper. Meanwhile, here come the Bombers doing a good job moving the ball. Now they're trying to get it inside to Hurst. Now over here to Kennedy on this near side. It is Lund. Lund, the 2 is no good. Rebounded by Boland. For the 5 starters for Pine City have a rebound already. Boland brings it up the court, lobs it into Klepper. Klepper trying to go back to Boland. She finds her on the elbow for 3. Not another one off the backboard. Corpella this time with the rebound for Barnum. Probably going to call them Barnum more than I am the Bombers, just so I don't get confused with Bram. But meanwhile, here is Barnum. Hurst with it. She gives on this near side to Lund. Lund, pretty good defense all around. Almost traveled. Good job dribbling just in time. Now give back to Hurst here. Hurst wants the 3, but she decides better than to shoot it over Klepper. Now the pass inside, back outside. Kennedy for 3. That's going to be off the mark. And a rebound. That should be Pine City ball at will. So it goes out of bounds off Pine City, and they will get it back. And it was close to a jump ball there. I thought it might just be called, but I think it was about a half second away from being called. But I think for Pine City, they'll take the fact that it wasn't called there and still have the possession arrow in their favor. Boland up the court with it again. She gets it over to Ganote. Ganote looking, waiting for the play to set up. Trying to be patient, but there is nothing going. Trying to go inside to Klepper, and a bad pass. This is going to be stolen away by Hurst. And just unfortunately forcing it there into Klepper, and that's what you can't do. And now Ganote makes up for it. She gets a steal herself. And she'll give to Boland. Boland will obviously bring it up the court. Nice spin move inside. Now she drifts to the far side, give it back to Klepper. Klepper finds a lane. It closes off quickly, and then she's short on it, and apparently no foul. Corpella going to get the rebound here for Barnum. Again, good movement here from Barnum early on, and they've gotten Pine City out of position a few times. Pine City's just gotten lucky that, well, they haven't gotten any to fall. Meanwhile, a pass goes long, and Barnum is able to corral it with Hurst. Now they give on this near side to Kennedy Berthamy. Now here Lund to Corpella on the far side. 3 to shoot. A long 3 for Frank. Oh, that's good. Well, if you're Pine City, you feel good because, we got him down to 3 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. But it kind of almost hurts worse because they just made a 3 with that little time on the shot clock. And apparently I am far behind on the scoring. Apparently they have 6 points. I don't know about that. I don't think they have. Yeah, okay. It's just 3. I thought so. Got a little antsy there with the 6. Meanwhile, this shot is no good. Ooh, we're going to get a rebound here by Corpella, and she was fouled somewhere, I guess. It must have been a soft foul. Going to get gray for it, I guess. Oh, I guess they'll send Corpella to the line for 2. First one's up and good. Not what you need if you're Pine City. Meanwhile, I'll get a substitution into the game now is number 5. That is going to be Olivia Bigelow. And Corpella no good on the second one. Klepper will get the rebound. And Bolin will get it. On the far side, Paige Gray for 3! You betcha! Right over the defender, too. And then Pine City comes out looking in a full court press, but they get beat by Hurst. And Hurst had the lane. I'm surprised she didn't drive. And she gives it off. That might have worked against them. Well, this ball's up for grabs. It's going to go off the feet of Klepper. Out of bounds, it will stay with the Bombers. Here comes Maggie Judd and Rhea Johnson into the game for Pine City. Inbound, right in the thick of things there to Hurst. Now on the far side, fake 3 from Lund. She just dribbles inside. It's going to come up well short. And Rhea Johnson, good job to get the position for the rebound. She's going to do the work of Boland and take it up on the far side, trying to get it to Judd, but it's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Pine City. 8-4. And Boland now will inbound. On that far side, she gives to Klepper. Screen there for Johnson, but wanted that 3, and there was nothing as the defenders got back in time. Now Klepper has the advantage height-wise. She gets it back out. Rhea Johnson for 3. Oh, and she nails it. Rhea Johnson for 3. It didn't look like it came off her hand the cleanest, but hey, that's why she is such a good player. This shot is up no good by her. She's going to, yes, get her own rebound. Then now give on this near side to Corpella. Back out to Bigelow on the far side. Top of the key, they look to Lund. Guarded by Judd. Judd is such a stingy defender. You can't get much by her. Driving inside, that ball I thought was blocked by Klepper. I think it was. Now a 3 is good there by Frank. And, well, you can't leave players open like that. That's a mistake there by Pine City. Here's Judd. Give over to Klepper, now to Johnson. Johnson wanted that 3, but there's nothing there. And now another steal for Hurst this time. And another turnover. The turnovers have already been plaguing Pine City, and that's not what you want. And if there's something else you don't want, it's Frank to be open. Umberzak got there. Now to Hurst. Hurst tries to spin move past Klepper. Klepper overcorrects a little bit, but luckily Hurst got that ball away. And now Frank with it again, trying to drive, but oh, may have took an extra step there. And going to get a foul called here on, I think, Judd. Her first team second, and it's 2 for Bigelow. Now into the game is number 14, and that will be Emma Icola. So Bigelow trying to make it a 3-point play, and she does. Well, that is less than ideal. A good start for Pine City, but good job by Barnum just to kind of creep back in. Bolin will hand to Johnson, and Johnson goes to Judd. She lost it, and that's going to be an over and back. And Maggie Judd, obviously, not too happy with herself there, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Gray will give her a breather. Let's remember, Judd is only a 7th grader, so she still has a lot that she can gain in experience. Meanwhile, and you can't allow that. Corpella's going to get her own rebound on the long 3. Then she misses. Rhea Johnson gets it back. Breakout pass to Paige Gray, a little too strong. And Unverzak gets there. She draws the foul, plus the and 1. Well, you are not going to keep that young lady off the board for long. And she shows you why. That's going to go against Corpella, her first, team second. So both teams with 2 now. And 11:36 to go in the first half. And it's Unverzat back at the free throw line. That one's going to come up just short. And that ball was rebounded by Icola. So Barnum has it back offensively, trying to go underneath to Icola. Oh, Gray slipped. I don't know if there's... She's okay. That did not look good for her ankle right away, but she's up and she's okay, thank goodness. Meanwhile, Unverzat will catch a breather, and Ganot will check into the game for her. Inbound to the far side. Oh, they left her alone. And luckily, the bounce is a little too strong, and Bolin will get the rebound for Pine City. So that's a big, big break there for Pine. Bolin will kind of step back and reset the offense here, let it get set, and now Ganot. They want to go inside to Klepper. Dangerous pass. Somehow she got that pulled in and got the shot up. She was fouled, so she'll go to line and shoot 2. I think they're going to get this one on Bigelow, which would be her first, team's third. And it's Mallory Klepper at the line. First one, no good. Bolin catches a breather. Maggie Judd checks in for her. And Klepper, no good on both. That's a rarity. You will not see her miss 2 free throws in a row too often. It's rebounded by Ingrid Lund. You won't see that real often from Mallory Klepper. Meanwhile, again, Barnum just moving the ball around on the perimeter here. Trying to get around Klepper. Oh, and she does. Good spin move inside by Hurst. She's been setting that up all night, and kind of surprised that she got Klepper on that one. Klepper, a very good defender. Isn't fooled by much. She's kind of seen it all. Very good defender. But now the Dragons offensively lead by 1. Judd gives to Johnson. And Johnson will now look to Gray, give to Judd. Judd fakes the 3. She'll drive. Oh, too many players in the same area. They finally break out. 8 to shoot. Judd going to try and drive. Give to Johnson. Now Johnson will drive. Johnson puts up a little floater. It's no good. We're going to get a charge. I don't know that she was set on that to draw a charge. I don't think Judd likes to call either. So a foul there on Pine City offensively. It's their third and Johnson's first. On this near side, Bigelow. No, that is not Bigelow. That is number 3. That is Ali Laveau. Oh, on the far side, again, they left her alone. This time it'll come up short, luckily. Klepper will get the rebound. Judd with the breakout pass, trying to get it to Johnson, but it won't be much of a breakout as the defender Frank is right there. Gray pulls it in the pass from, oh man, bad miscommunication there. And Klepper and Johnson were both in the vicinity, and neither one of them were aggressive enough at it, unfortunately. That draws a foul from Maria Johnson, her second team's 4th. And yeah, they were in the same spot, and the pass was, I couldn't quite tell who was to, unfortunately. And so they both tried to get it, and then they both kind of backed off, and, well, it winds up being a turnover and a foul. So kind of a double whammy there for Pine City, unfortunately. Meanwhile, up the court they go. This pass going to be too far out in front of Laveau, and it's going to go back to Pine City. So the Dragons caused another turnover. Both sides have struggled kind of early on here in this game with some turnovers. 13-12 is our score with about 9 minutes to go in this first half. This hasn't been the cleanest of first halves for either side. Meanwhile, Judd with it now on this far side, trying to go inside to Unverzat. She thought she was fouled, as did, I think, half the crowd, but apparently it's only going to be stolen away by Lund. She looks to take it to the basket. Shot is up, no good. And Hurst will get her own rebound, and then she gets fouled. Sounds like this will be on Rediga note with her first, team's fifth, and all of a sudden fouls in these last handful of minutes have absolutely skyrocketed. They were clean throughout first few minutes, and then all of a sudden, boom, here are the fouls. 13 all as Hurst, hits her first. And she won't hit that one. It's no good. So 1 of 2 rebounded there by Unverzon. Bolin takes it forward, gives to Judd. Judd looks to Unverzon. It's a screen, but good job by Hurst to kind of give and go on that defender. Now to the far side, Boland. She stands waiting, trying to go inside to Unverzon. It's passed a little too strong. It winds up in the hands of Gray, and then Unverzon with the shot. Oh, a nice friendly bounce. We'll allow that one to drop for 2, and we're going to get a timeout here called by Pine City. So while they take one, we will as well here on Cool Country WCMP.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP. Dragons lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, 15-13. We've got 8:25 left here in the first half. Both teams back out onto the court. It will be Barnum ball on the inbound. And again, both teams coming in, I think, a little bit rusty because, well, they weren't able to really play last week except for a game, if that. And then, well, practices were also postponed and canceled, so there was a lot that happened last week for really all the teams in our state. So there's just a little bit of rust that needs to be shaken off here for both of these squads tonight, and I think we're seeing a little bit of that, and that's okay. I think that's understandable. Inbound here on this near side, but Klepper with the great defense there to not allow a drive. Then that pass is going to be tipped and stolen away by Gnot. She's got the 2 steals here tonight. Meanwhile, quickly up the court, Klepper going to take it to the basket, and she drops it in for 2. That is what they've been missing. And now here come the Bombers. They're going quick. Back and forth. They move this ball. Really good movement. Getting Pine City a little bit on their heels, but since now they've settled it down, trying to go inside. The shot is no good. And even if you don't get a hand on it, you can sometimes force a missed shot. Gnot with the rebound this time. Going quickly up the court to Klepper. Unverzon missed that one, but she won't miss that one off the rebound. Klepper to Unverzon, and then Unverzon drops it in for 2, plus she draws the foul. This is going to go against Corpella, her second, team's 4th. And again, back at the line is Unverzon. And that one a little too strong, so she won't make that one, as that was rebounded by Barnum. Out there now is Kennedy Berthamy. She has it. That ball tipped away by Gray. Couldn't quite get the steal on it, but enough to get the hand in the way and to force her to think twice about that kind of pass. Meanwhile, here's Hurst, done a good job, but that spin move that time. Klepper says, nuh-uh, and then a 3 is off the mark. Klepper with the rebound. Here we go. This is the transition offense they've been looking for, and Unverzon drills it, and the assist to Klepper. That's the type of game they want to have. Oh, and then a pass that goes behind the intended player. Corpella was the intended target there by Bigelow, and it just went behind her. Pine City causes another turnover, and they'll get it back. Bolin will inbound. She'll go to this near side corner. Right back to Bolin from Gray. Bolin will go to Klepper. Klepper trying to go inside to Unverzat. Good job of pulling that one in, and then just got too far underneath the basket. And Eddie Berthamy will get the rebound, and yeah, Unverzat knew it. She kind of looked, pulled it, got back, turned around, and just kind of smiled and went, oops. That's okay, though. That's okay. Mistakes like that happen. I think the sign of a good player is the fact that they can move on and maybe even sometimes laugh about it. Here's a three from Hurst. That's going to be no good. Ganote reels in another rebound. She'll get handed off here to Boland. And Boland right up to Unverzat. And again, too strong. Strong rebound that time by Corpella. Unverzat was trying to get it with the one hand, but Corpella just denied it. So Barnum, again, for Pine City, that's one thing that they're going to have to get a little. Now, again, they're knocking some rust off, yes, but one thing that they're going to have to get a little bit better on, and we're going to have to see a little bit more consistency on, is those layups. Those layups right underneath the basket like that, they have got to start hitting those. Otherwise, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Ganote, great. Oh, my goodness, great defensive play, and then Lund just somehow finds magic to drop that one, and I seriously don't know how in the world, other than magic, she got that one to fall. There's no way. There's no way anyone else gets that one. Unverzat, and the pass from Klepper again to Unverzat. This time is good. And he got a little bit quick on the turnaround there from Unverzat, but she kind of had to with the defender right there, so still got it down. And now Klepper will get the steal for Pine City. Klepper trying to take it all the way. Throws it off the defender. Good, smart move. As she got a little too quick to the baseline, then kind of got bumped, and she was like, well, I'm just going to throw it off you because, well, I have no other choice. Gray and Ganote will get a break. Judd and Johnson in for Pine City. Boland will inbound to Johnson. On the far side, she wanted that three, now gives to Judd, and she'll go to Boland. There are a clump of players over there, but now they kind of disperse. Boland directing traffic, gives to Johnson now. Johnson, they're going to apparently call that a clean block, I guess? Yeah. Okay. So Hurst will get the block. I don't know. That was close. I'll put it there. Meanwhile, here's Lund. And a travel there on Lund. And nice job defensively by Brooke Boland, drawing that travel call. Really good job there by her. Klepper will inbound. She'll go to Judd. That's Maggie Judd. And Judd will try and take it across the court. Now looking to come back this near side. In a little bit of a battle with the defender. She gets by Bigelow. Nice job. And then knocked out of bounds there by Bigelow. And Judd looking for maybe a foul there. She probably got more than the ball on that one, but again, I'm up here. I can't say for certain, so I more times than not just have to kind of shut up. Inbound to Unverzat. Unverzat, oh, she lost it. Able to pick it back up. Give to Klepper. Klepper back to Boland. Boland will kind of nod one way and direct traffic. Oh, she got a lane that just kind of parted the seas a little too strong there, and she's going to get the rebound and draw the foul. I was going to say, if that's anything more than a foul, anything more or less than a foul, we've got a little bit of trouble. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, we appreciate the referees for being here, doing their job best they can. They're human, too. Sometimes they miss one. It's okay. They're human. I can't say this enough. I would not want to be a ref. I've thought about it. I thought, man, you know what? That'd be kind of fun. Be out there, keep yourself in shape a little bit, plus get to be a part of some great, sports. But then I know I'd probably miss a call or two, and I'd be, like, crying because I missed a couple calls. I also can't deal with people yelling at me, so I'm good. But we appreciate the referees. Meanwhile, Boland does make both of those free throws, makes it 25-15, creeping up on very little time to go here in the first half. 4 minutes as Hurst has it. She's now guarded by Boland. It was Klepper. Oh, they left her open again. And again, they get a little bit of a lucky bounce. Klepper, oh, I think she technically got the rebound, but then it was knocked out of her hands to Judd. Now on the far side, Rhea Johnson for three. It's good! You talk about a young lady who has really stepped up coming off the bench this year and even last year. And Bolin draws the steal, and 2. Now a timeout here by Barnum. Well, I can't even finish my thought, and we got a nice steal by Bolin to make it a twofer. A 2-for-1 there. 30-15. Pine City leads on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard. A full timeout by Barnum. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP. Cool Country.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, the Dragons with the lead on that Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. 30-15. Dragons have been making some plays here as of late, and the last 4 points, I should say, was a great rebound, and then they turned it into points offensively on a 3 from Johnson. Did I say 4? It is 5. Okay, 3 from Johnson, and then Bolin got the steal almost right away off the inbound, and then went up and put it in for 2. So really good defense there, and the defense has been stepping up as of late, and they really needed it to. Not only that, the underneath easy layups, well, they're called easy layups, but I think they're anything but they've done a really good job at kind of turning up the pressure on defense and then just holding themselves to that higher standard and not being overly critical of it, but just understanding that level they expect themselves to play to and playing to it and not getting discouraged if they don't play up to it, because this is a team that kind of expects perfection from themselves, and when they don't, you can sometimes see it gets on them a little bit. But they have done a good job tonight at just learning more or less from those mistakes. Meanwhile, Klepper got a little bit into the body there. Does get the rebound and no call, and she gives it up to Gray. A little too soft on that shot, but luckily there is Unverzat, the rebound machine, who drops it in for 2 off the rebound. She has learned very well from the 2 previous players who have done it at her spot. Klepper did it last year, who filled in for Jusak the year before, and it has just continued. Now they've got 2 post players, though, in both Klepper and Unverzat the last year and a half, because Unverzat really didn't start or play a lot until halfway through the season last year. So the last year and a half, they've had 2 post players in Unverzat and Klepper, and Unverzat has only continued to grow. And that is going to be no good. Nice job by Klepper to set her feet, keep herself planted and not move as Bigelow got into her body. That would have been a foul had she been moving, but she wasn't. She lost the ball out of bounds, and Pine City will get it back. Great job. Defense doing a really good job here. Meanwhile, good movement of the ball. This pass is in very dangerous spot there. Trying to move it up to Paige Gray, and you know what? I'll be okay with the aggressiveness right there, because if she gets that pass by to Gray, Gray has many options. She can take the 3 from there. She can step up and take the 3 a little bit closer. She can drive to the basket. She can pass. I mean, there are umpteen amount of options. Meanwhile, good pass again from Klepper inside to Unverzat, but this time she will not be able to pull in the rebound. It's going to be Lund, who has, that's not the first time she's had a strong rebound here this evening. Trying to get around Gray is Lund. Lund trying to drive. That pass was tipped as it was going out there to Icola. Now at the top of the key, Hurst, guarded by Klepper. Klepper forces her to kind of back off that attempt. Now driving inside. This ball is going to be lost. It's Rhea Johnson who picks up a steal. She gives to Judd. Judd moving up quickly. Gives near side on the corner to Gray, and then underneath to Unverzat for 2 again. Feed the posts, and that's what they've been doing, mainly because she has just been wide open. And she is doing a great job of getting herself open tonight. Sometimes it is just about getting yourself open. Other nights it's about your teammates getting you open. She's kind of done both tonight. Meanwhile, that pass inside for Barnum is well off the mark, and it will go back to Pine City. Johnson and Judd catch a break. It was Ganote, and then I believe Bolin back into the game. Gray, she gets it on the inbound, gives back to Klepper. With just under a minute 10 to go, Pine City is rolling. And this ball, that's a really good play there by Corpella. Klepper, I think, was trying to go up with it, so she kind of left that ball one way on a fake, and then it got knocked out. So good steal there by Corpella and the Bombers. Now Corpella trying to drive on Gray. She puts up a shot, and she's going to get a friendly roll, or bounce, if you will, 34-17. Dragons going to waste no time getting back to that offense. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 6 seconds. Good movement inside. Klepper keeps it alive. That ball racing to the sideline, and yeah, it was tipped, and then fortunately Klepper tried to keep it alive because I think it was tipped by a Pine City member, and so she threw it back in, and unfortunately just no one there. A good hustle play by Klepper just to try and keep the ball alive, but there was just nothing doing, unfortunately, for Pine City, and a turnover there. And now back-to-back turnovers, and if Pine City wants to end this on a high note and keep that momentum, they really need to, well, a turnover would be great, but just not allow Barnum to score. And it's easier said than done. Meanwhile, Corpella inside. They'll give back outside. Now on that far side to Hurst. Hurst going to drive in. Shot is up, and it's good, and that is less than ideal. They do have a little bit of time. 2-1, and they tried to get it up to Gray, and I don't think the shot would have came in time. So that will do it. So Pine City went on a massive run there to end the first half. But it is going to be Barnum who scores the final 4 points at the end of half. So although it's not a lot of momentum, let me tell you, scoring 4 points in the fashion that they did, both off of turnovers there for Barnum, that can shift momentum in a hurry for a team. And Pine City will hope that it does not do that. If they can get back to what they were doing and just forget about those turnovers, this could be lopsided in a hurry. But that's going to do it. Stay tuned. After a word from our fine sponsors, we'll come back for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Welcome back here on WCMP Cool Country. It is now time for our halftime show, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Thanks to Hones Auto Body and Glass for sponsoring this halftime show. Once again, back out here at Pine City High School for this girls basketball game between the Dragons and the Barnum Bombers. Ethan Game Day Gilman here, and taking a look quickly at the stats here from the first half. Looking at the Barnum Bombers, leading the way for them was Sophia Frank with 6 points, 5 for Hurst, 3 for Corpella and Bigelow, and then 2 for Lund. But Corpella led the team with 5 big rebounds. They had 5 steals, 1 block, and 5 fouls. On the other side for the Dragons of Pine City, leading the way was Kaydon Razat. She had 16 points in that first half, followed by Rhea Johnson with 6, 5 for Klepper, 4 for Boland, and 3 for Gray. Rebound-wise, it was Klepper leading the team with 6, but Razat not far behind with 5. Almost all of those were offensive rebounds, too. 5 steals, 1 block, and 5 team fouls. So really similar as you go from steals, blocks, and fouls. It's 5-1-5 for both teams. 5 steals, 1 block, and 5 fouls for each team. And that's pretty interesting because that's a kind of how it felt sometimes in this first half. It was like, okay, Pine City got out to the good start. They got off to the fast start. Then all of a sudden, well, here comes Barnum back, and they're getting a little bit going, and they've tied it up. Well, then all of a sudden, there went Pine City. They go on a run. They jump out to a lead that was at one point nearly 20 points at 34-15. Well, then here comes Barnum off of 2 turnovers to score the final 4 points of the first half. So a little bit of back and forth there, but Pine City really had 2-3 minutes of all momentum was in their favor, and it was like, man, there's no way that Barnum's going to have a chance. You just looked at him, and it was like Pine City can do no wrong at this point. Everything was kind of going their way, and then Barnum got a couple of key turnovers, and then all of a sudden they got back into it. They scored 2, and then they got another turnover and scored the final 2 points right before half. And they go into this one now only down by 15, what Pine City was hoping they could have been down by a lot more. And Pine City had a couple opportunities, but again, turnovers forced them to only be down now by 15 points. So again, a really good first half there by both squads, but obviously Pine City had that bigger run there towards the end of this first half, and that is what has allowed them to get out to this 15-point lead. But again, for Pine City, a little bit of a cold start, and for both teams, a little bit of a cold start. A little bit of rust being shaken off due to the, basically a week off in between games because of last week's rescheduling and because of the cold. So there was a little bit of lull to start the game, if you will, but once both these teams got going, you could really see, okay, here's the talent, and here it comes, and it was on full display. Now, I think Pine City can do a little bit better at getting off to a good start, but what we didn't really see here in this first half was what we have seen before in a lot of games from Pine City is that the total rushing of things. They did not look at any point like they were fully rushing things. It didn't look like they were hurried, that they were forcing things. They did a really good job of just staying calm, playing their game, and getting back into it and letting the game come to them. There were a few points where, yes, they did rush a pass here and there. They did rush this or that shot. But they kept themselves so level-headed and were able to keep themselves in it and let that game come to them that it never, ever felt like, oh, boy, here we go. Now they're losing the turnovers, this and that. It never felt like that for Pine City. And I think that's a really good sign because, again, this team, we've talked with Judd about it too, and it's just they haven't put a full, complete game together yet. But when they do, and I say when because they will, when they do, this is one of the 4 best teams in this section that aren't named Mora, Malacca, and Foley. that is, I can't, and you may not understand it having just listened or watched the game, but having covered this team as long as I have this year, you can really see what they know, what they are, and they know, I think they know too as players, they just haven't put it together in a full game. When they do, though, man, oh man, this is going to be one heck of a good team, and I cannot wait to see it. Now, obviously, sad part is well, unfortunately, they're down a player for a little while. They're down Vivian Lottie, one of those senior leaders I mentioned it earlier before. She's out with an injury. We won't go into details onto what it is or why, but they are down her leadership. Now, that doesn't mean she doesn't lead from the sidelines. Trust me, she does. She is such a great presence, even if she's not playing, just to have out on the sideline, in the bleachers, on the court, whatever it is, wherever she's able to put herself in the game, you can tell that she's there. She just brings this positive energy, this positive reinforcement, and I do believe if she wanted to, she could easily be a coach right out of high school. I mean, I don't think anybody would bat an eye, if I'm being honest. But she has such a passion for playing, and she plays so well, and that's why it sucks to see her out because, well, unfortunately, again, just the injury, and when she's able to come back, let me tell you, this Pine City team, they look dangerous now. They're going to look just as dangerous when she is back and then some. So, but yeah, this when she's able to come back, this team is, trust me, they miss her out there. But they've done a really good job of getting these other girls some time. Ganote, Judd, and Johnson have all done a really good job at filling in. You know, they may not stuff the stat sheet. You know, Johnson's doing a good job so far, 6 points already on 2 threes, on 2 3 attempts. But they've done a really good job at just helping the younger players come along. And you can bet that is not only due to her senior leadership, but Klepper's and Gray's and Lottie's, obviously Boland's as well. You know, so that is due to their leadership, and they have helped bring this team along, and you can really see it in players like Judd and Ganote and Unverzad as well. You know, I don't want to forget Johnson either. You know, it's just, I've been really impressed, and I really can't wait to see the continued growth of this team. Meanwhile, it's Pine City to start the second half with the ball, is how you would say it in English. They'll go with the far pass. It was a little bit of a dangerous one. Klepper drives inside. A strong drive to the basket. Contacted a little bit, but she's able to absorb that and drop that one in the bucket for 2. Meanwhile, a bad pass into a double team allows Klepper to get the steal. Give to Boland. No good there. She was definitely fouled on that. And Klepper will get the rebound. And then kick it back out to Ganote. Driving inside now to Boland. And Boland finishes this time. And she was contacted a couple times through that possession, but hey, she still makes them pay eventually. Now here come the Bombers the other way. Hurst with it. She nearly lost it. Give, and well, she gets the free drive, and that's just too easy for Frank. She drops it in for 2. Not only that, she made that layup look way too easy. I mean, she was moving quick, but man, the way she did that layup was just so smooth. Meanwhile, here's Gray with the ball on the pass from Boland. She gives to Klepper now on the far side to Boland. Boland will look, and she'll wait. Her and Klepper on the same side, and a little bit of a bunch. Now give to Gray. Gray will look, and she'll drive to the senior side. Ooh, she thought someone was there. No one was. She gives back to Boland. Now to Ganote. 8 to shoot. Go inside. No, I thought they were going to go to Klepper. Instead, they go to Boland. Boland! What a move to get inside, and she drops it in for 2. What a move. Impressive by Boland. Now here come the Bombers the other way. Hurst has got some room in front of her, and she will pull it down. Now she'll give on the far side there to Frank. Give back to Hurst, top of the key, Corpella. Hurst inside from the free throw line. Thought she was going to take it. She gives on the far side now to Lund for 3. That is going to roll in. Yeah, just simply too wide open, and unfortunately they've caught Pine City in flat feet like that a few times, and more times than they would like. And now Pine City, good backdoor cut to Unverzad, and she will finish it off with another 2. Well, that is exactly kind of what they want their offense to look like, game in and a game out, plus some 3s sprinkled in there. Meanwhile, Ganote gets the steal to Boland. Oh, good job to Gray. Oh, the 3 ball is not going to be good, but Klepper will get the rebound. Well, she leaves it short, not something you'll see a lot of. And then this ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pine City. You won't see them leave a lot short like that, and that's a rarity there. But just got to understand that, hey, mistake. We'll move on. Bombers get it up the court now, and a little bit of a trouble spot there with Bolin playing defense. Of course, anytime Bolin's playing defense, well, a lot of players are in trouble. Meanwhile, almost getting the steal there is Gray. They'll go inside now to Corpella back on this near side. It's Lund. Lund now to Hurst. Hurst trying to drive. Should kick back out. That's going to be a travel there on Hurst. I'm not sure if Hurst thought she was fouled. Not sure if she didn't take it. Not sure. She's not too pleased. It did look awkward. I'm not going to lie. It did look awkward. I wasn't sure if it was a travel or not. I really couldn't tell. But the travel is called. Pass now to Gray as they get it up the court. Oh, and then it was tipped and stolen away here by Frank. That was a case of them rushing it just a little bit. Frank to the basket. No good. Rebounded there by Unverzant. Unverzant back to Boland, and Boland will just play a little bit of keep away, wait for the defense to get in front, and then give it up now to Ganote. They'll go to Klepper. Klepper trying to pack down to the defender. She's triple team. Now give outside to Gray. Gray for 3 on the far side. Oh, that one no good. Boland nearly shooting in to get that rebound, just missing, and it's Barnum. Now here come the Bombers, though. They are going to press it a little bit. Hurst trying to drive. Bounce pass to Corpella. Not sure how she got that. She did it behind her back. People want her to travel. It's Klepper up to Unverzant. Unverzant for 2. Really good passing here by Klepper in this game, finding Unverzant. That's been the connection for a good chunk of these points here. But now Barnum almost turned it over. It's Gray getting in the way of that pass, knocking it out. And, again, it won't be a turnover, but they at least, again, force the Bombers to kind of second-guess any pass they're making, getting those hands in the passing lanes. Inbound will go to Frank. The turnaround jumper from Berthame is going to come up well short, and Ganote pulls in the rebound. I've been really impressed with her play here tonight. She doesn't fill the stat sheet a lot, but, man, she just plays so fundamentally sound. It's hard to find a flaw sometimes. Now here's a quick three from Boland. It works as a pass because although it missed, Klepper's there for the rebound. She drops it back in for 2. 46-24. And Boland trying to get the steal, but able to pick it back up is Lund. Now give to Hurst. Hurst trying to get around Gray. That's poked out by Unverzant. It's going to be, a jump ball. Possession will favor the Bombers. Johnson and Judd in for Gray and Ganote. And is this a new player in for Barnum? It is. So 31 in for Barnum. I'll try and get you that name. That is Emmy Rhodes. This inbound, nearly stolen away by Pine City, just does get to Barnum. Meanwhile, they'll give to Corpella. Corpella back outside now here to Bigelow. Bigelow to Hurst. Hurst, Corpella to Bigelow. And we're going to get a late whistle. And Klepper knew it, as that whistle was called. She knew it. It'll be her first, team's first. And at the line to shoot 2 will be Hurst. Hurst, first one, does get a bounce. And the bounce she needed to drop it in to make it. And that one is clean, though. So she does make them both. Makes it 46-26. And the inbound for Boland. Weaving her way up the court. Back and forth. She'll give to Judd. Judd trying to go to Klepper, but there's just nothing there that time. And she'll give now to Klepper on the elbow. To Unverzant, who shoots underneath. And it's good. That connection has just been there all night long. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A little bit of full court press here shown by Pine City. They're not going to press it fully, but it will a little bit. Boland almost got a steal, as did Johnson. Now underneath, here's Hurst, and maybe got away with a little bit of a travel, but I think there was also a hand on it, so that's why they didn't call it. Meanwhile, Boland up quickly to Johnson now. They want to go inside to Unverzant, but now she's going to get double-teamed. Now to Judd, and Judd gives to Klepper. She's going to take her first 3 of the evening. That looked good, but Unverzant grabs the miss. Klepper with the pass from Unverzant, and Boland misses, gets her own rebound, puts it right back up, and she's fouled. She'll go line and shoot 2. Her teammates have a good smile about it, and this will be on Emmy Rhodes for Barnum, and that's her first team's first, and we'll get a timeout called here by Barnum. And I tell you what, since they're taking one, we'll go ahead and take 30 seconds as well. We got some sponsors to hear from.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP. At the half over there in Malacca, the Wolves lead over the Mora girls 45-20. At the after one, right across the road, Pine City girls and Moose Lake Willow River girls are tied at 0. They have 2 more periods to go, though. So out of the timeout, Boland is at the line to shoot 2 for Pine City. First one there for Boland is no good. Klepper thought it was a 1-on-1, and she was quick to go get the rebound, but then she smiled, realizing, oh, it's only 2. And she kind of, she's still laughing about it out there with her teammates. This one, oh, it falls out, man. 2 really unlucky bounces there for Boland. Man, does that rim not know it's the home rim? Get in there next time. Well, meanwhile, the Bombers get the rebound underneath. Unverzat, block and steal. Sounds German. Block and steal. Stupid. Anyways, so she got the steal. Now they'll go back underneath. The pass from Klepper, no good. She gets her own rebound, and again she missed, but that time she will not be able to get the rebound. It's taken away this time by Barnum. That's unfortunate. Now this is going to be stolen away. It's Klepper. They'll try and go quickly up the court. Here to Unverzat, and that's no good, but Klepper right there for the rebound. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2. Unverzat a little upset with herself that she missed there, but you know what? She had a lot of pressure barreling down on her. Give her a little bit of a break. Meanwhile, that foul going to go on, I think they said 31. No, they say 13? That would be Hurst, and that would be her first. Meanwhile, the shot from Klepper is up and no good. Unverzat and Bowling catch a break. Ganote and Johnson into the game. So 48-28 still our score. Klepper's second one will rattle through. So 1-2 that time there for Mallory Klepper. And Hurst with it. She'll give over. And she's guarded by Gray. Yeah, this defense is hungry for some more turnovers, and they cause it. Rhea Johnson with the steal up to Gray for 2. Like I said, they were hungry for some more, and they're still itching for more. This time Barnum able to break it. Lund to Hurst. To Bigelow now. They pause and wait. Just trying to find somebody open. Now they'll find it to Ikola. This pass is tipped, but Hurst is able to pull it in. Now they'll go to Ikola, trying to go underneath. Good movement of that ball. Hook shot, no good. And Klepper's there with the rebound. Well, she's in double-digit rebounds in case you didn't know, but I feel like that was pretty obvious. She has had her way on the boards tonight. Meanwhile, Klepper gives to Judd. Judd now to Johnson. Johnson here to Gray on this near side corner. They'll get back to Klepper at the top of the key. Klepper trying to drive. She'll give to Ganote on the far side for 3! Ganote gets on the board with 3. She won't stuff the stat sheet, as I've mentioned before, but man, oh man, does she deserve a lot more recognition than what she gets. That was an impressive 3, and let me tell you, it's not easy to shoot a shot like that and make it after you're not getting a ton of looks and also coming off the bench sometimes. Obviously, she's starting in for the injured Lottie, but she deserves credit. The senior group has done a good job at getting her adapted and ready to be in this position. Meanwhile, a shot there missed, and Ganote will get another rebound. And she's done a good job herself at just getting more and more acclimated to the varsity game herself as well. Meanwhile, this pass for Johnson goes off her hands and out of bounds. Ganote, only a sophomore. This team is still young. Other than the seniors, it's all sophomores, juniors, and freshmen, 8th and 7th graders. This is a young team. This shot is no good, and Judd, great box out there. She gets the rebound up to Gray. Gray instead will go inside to Ganote. Ganote drops it in for 2. Good movement of the ball there. That allows that one for Ganote to be dropped in. Here come the Bombers back the other way. Underneath, nearly stolen away. Lund got it back. Her shot no good. Rebound up for grabs. It's going to be a jump ball. And the possession arrow points the way of the Dragons. Boland and Unrezada into the game for Judd and Klepper. So Klepper gets a much-deserved breather. And Judd with a big rebound last defensive possession. I mean, that was textbook textbook box out. I was going to say block out, but that's not how that goes. Textbook box out there. They got 2 seconds to get it up the court. They do just get it past the timeline. Now Boland, wow, we're going to get a... Yeah, there's a foul first on Barnum. They could have gotten one there on both. Boland got, they say 23. There are 23 out there? Yes. There is a 23 out there. I will get you that name in just a moment. Meanwhile, the ball goes out of bounds here for Pine City. 23 for Barnum is Grace Evans. Picks up her first foul. Yeah, Boland was not too happy with the contact she was receiving from those 2 defenders, and you got a little, she was throwing her weight around a little bit, and I don't mean in a bad way. She was trying to show them, hey, back up. So she, again, the defender fell. Now, how much of that was Boland, how much of that was trying to draw the foul, we don't know. We may never know. Meanwhile, Gray, ooh, I think that ball just slipped out of her hands. She does not miss like that on threes. I think that one may have slipped, or maybe she just didn't bring it in cleanly, but that was not a typical shot we see from Gray. And even if she misses, it's not a typical miss we see. Meanwhile, Bombers trying to get some movement. Ooh, almost a hold there by the offender. They go inside. Hurst trying to get around Boland. Boland. Oh, are they going to call this on Boland? Whoa. Yeah. Boland not too pleased with it. She put her hands up, but maybe just a second too late. Yeah, because it looked like she had good position defensively, and she had her hands up, but maybe with them being thrown up too, I don't know. That's why I'm not a referee, ladies and gentlemen. First one up and in by Hurst on the free throw. Klepper and Judd in for Johnson and Ganote. And Hurst is good. So both free throws made there by Hurst. She's a pretty darn good free thrower, if that makes sense. Judd bringing it up the court with 8 minutes to go in the game. Judd will give to Boland. And again, Boland, such a one tough player, 2 a hard worker out there. Unrezat just going to take the turnaround jumper. Oh, a good look, and it's no good. Just off the side of the rim. Really good look there by Unrezat. Like that take. Just missing. Can't be perfect. Hurst trying to back down Klepper. Not a lot of players that can do that. Oh, nice pass into Corpella. That is going to miss, though. Somehow Corpella gets her own rebound and draws the foul. And Pine City, again, just out of position that time. We're going to get Gray. Looks like a push, possibly. Which would be only her second and the team's third. But does look like we're going to get a timeout here by Pine City. So while they take one, yeah, why don't we go ahead and take one as well?
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge outdoor wood furnace, from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP 100.9 FM, 56-32 is our score, but coming out of the timeout, it will be 2 free throws here for Barnum, and this time looks like it's Corpella. Yes. First one's good. Comes out of there so quick on her release. That one good as well. Yeah, it's just so quick off her release. It's just a little flick of the wrist, and man, it fires out of there. Meanwhile, Boland going to get around 2 defenders. Wide open is Gray. Oh, and she could not pull it in cleanly. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's just these mistakes are not mistakes you will see from Pine City. Just some rare mistakes happening. Boland looking at Gray saying, don't worry about it. Let's move on to the next possession. And that's why the senior group is so tight, because of that communication. And if you don't think Vivian Lotte is a part of that on the bench, well, think again. This entire group is close. You may not be able to hear, but if you do, that's the bench, and they are all cheering for defense. And again, I don't know what kind of magic Frank is using, but that should not have went in, and it did. I mean, there's for anyone else that does not go in. That's just for Frank. So this ball gets knocked out of the hands of Gray. She'll watch it go out of bounds, as will the referee. And it kind of took a few awkward bounces that left some awkward silence in the air. And he watches it and gets a little bit of a laugh out of it because of kind of just how long we had to wait. Meanwhile, this amount of, Unverzat was contacted a bunch, to say the least. Klepper now for 3. That's off the mark. And Boland, oh my goodness, a rare miss by her. And it's rebounded by Unverzat, and she's fouled. And this will go against Kennedy Berthamy of Barnum, her second, team's 4th. And Unverzat back at the line to shoot 2. First one, good. Bigelow will check into the game here for Barnum. For Hurst. And this one for Unverzat, good as well. She banks it in. 58-36. 6.5 minutes to go. This pass quickly up the court. So quick I can't even catch up. And this 3, no good. Oh, right into the hands of Berthamy. She misses, but it's still rebounded by Corpella. Boland gonna rip it away. We're gonna need a jump ball though. Boland thinking, man, I had possession before the whistle. Yeah, Boland. if there's a young lady that is going to fight harder than anybody to get a rebound, it is her. I mean, there is no rebound that she will not get, or at least try to get, or at least have some hand in it. I mean, she will be around it all. Meanwhile, we get a travel here off the inbound on Barnum, so that'll be a turnover. Gray will catch a breather, and into the game is Ganote. And Klepper will inbound to Boland. Boland will lob it up here to Ganote. Back to Boland. Now over to Judd. Judd to Unverzat, or to Klepper underneath to Unverzat for 2. And Unverzat, a beast in the post tonight. This one going to go against Corpella, her 3rd, team's 5th. Or yes, 5th or 6th. Johnson will check in for Klepper. Unverzat has just been dang near automatic in the post tonight. And can't quite make it a 3-point play. as that is rebounded here by the Bombers of Barnum. Don't want to forget that part of it. They are not from Bram. Meanwhile, they left her wide open, but she is going to come up short. Somehow kept alive there by Evans. Pretty impressive play. Pretty impressive rebound. Now Frank again will drive to the basket, and yeah, she's just really smooth on that. I mean, she has been all night. It's really impressive to watch. Well, Ganote will get the inbound, and she'll give now back to Boland. Boland crosses the timeline with plenty of time. She'll give now to Unverzat. Unverzat finds a lane. She'll take it. Was not called a foul, but her miss was rebounded by Judd. And we're going to get a travel called on Judd, I guess? Yes. A couple substitutions in and out for Barnum. On the turnover, 60-38, 5:17 to go. Johnson guarding Hurst on the far side. Bigelow somehow, yes, she did tightrope the sideline. Now to Frank. Frank going to try and drive. Sophia Frank to nobody. It's Rhea Johnson with the steal. Up the court here to Boland. Boland through contact. Drops it in for two. We know of a few young ladies in this area that play football. I guarantee you Boland would be a great middle linebacker. She just absorbs that contact like nobody's business. And she's able to play through it and still drop buckets in like it's easy. It's so impressive to watch this team. And this team can, everyone can get it done. That's the thing. It's not just one player. Oh, a really late whistle there. Whoa. Boland going to get called for her second. She got her hands there and then pulled him up, and Unverzat and Judd will catch a break. In came Klepper and Gray. Deep to Frank. Three is open, and wow, a rare miss. But Boland, you guessed it, she's going to get in there for that rebound. She is going to get through a trap. Now she's in trouble. Gets it up to Johnson. They've got 3-2, and they do just get it up in time. Ganote will hold on to it. She'll look to Johnson now underneath to Boland, and they're going to say it was blocked. Well, actually, I don't think it was even blocked. I think it was just stolen away by Lund. Meanwhile, this pass inside, oh my goodness, should have been stolen away, but Pine City just didn't see it. It was behind them. They just didn't see it. Hurst, she was kind of loading up like she was going to take that three, but she will not. And now we're going to get, a little bit of a hold there underneath. Meanwhile, this shot is up and no good. Klepper with another rebound. She's got to be closing in on 20. I mean, she has just gotten, it seems like everything. Boland, and tries to get there to Johnson. The steal here by Bigelow. It's up. No good! Rebounded there by Johnson. And now this ball is lost. Going to be stolen away there by Lund. I didn't quite see what happened. I was trying to write a stat down, and I look up, and the ball is rolling into the hands of Barnum. Not quite sure what happened, so I apologize. Terrible at my job. This shot is up and no good. Ganote gets a rebound. She'll give it up to Boland on the roll. Boland will bring it forward past the timeline now. She stops, gives it in the far side corner to Gray. Gray. And that one's no good. And this rebound there for Hurst. Although it hasn't been there for Gray on the threes as much as she would like tonight, still firing, and I like that. Especially since she's gotten some really open looks. And if she sees that again, you're not telling her no. Inside to Corpella. That's no good. And Gray will get the rebound. Not only that, she's also rebounding the ball pretty well. Here's Boland. Past that timeline. Onto the near side for Johnson. Johnson will keep that ball overhead. She'll dribble now to the top of the key. Give to Gray. Gray to Klepper. Klepper dribbles. Trying to go inside. Back out to Johnson. It's going to go back to Barnum. It kind of did a double bounce there, so I wasn't quite sure if that would actually be out of bounds on Pine City, but yes. So we got a couple players into the game here. Some younger players for Pine City. Looks like 20 and 22, and I believe that is Kalia Berglund and Michaela Klepper. If I do remember correctly, which if my mind is like I know it to be, it's probably wrong, but hey, I'm not this time. It is Kalia Berglund and Michaela Klepper. into the game here for Pine City. I did not see if we got any Barnum substitutions. Oh, and yeah, that's going to be a push apparently on Pine City. I don't know where the push came from, let alone I don't know where that wasn't a travel per se, but you know what? That's why, again, I am not out on the court as a referee because I would get it wrong. 1:54 to go. We'll get an inbound here for Barnum. I think they're trying to get it to Evans. This inbound it should have been nobody, should have been stolen away. Now a three. Is that a three? Is it a two? It's a three for Evans. 62-41, Judd. They'll bring it up the court. Gray, that pass went behind Michaela Klepper, but nice job, Judd, realizing that and just getting it back. She'll give now to Berglund on the far side to Klepper. Klepper, she'll take a three, and that is, a good look. But just off the mark, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Judd. Judd says, you can get the rebound, but you ain't getting it for free. Nice shot by Judd to get her hand and then rip it out. She quite literally said, yeah, nothing's free here. You're in our house. Checking into the game now is Olivia Laveau for Barnum. And we will get a couple more in for Pine City. 1 and 13, and I will get those names to you. One is Genesis Potter. 13 is going to be Jocelyn Lorsung. Those two are into the game. Now we got a ball that goes out of bounds. And turnover on Barnum. We'll go back to Pine City. 62-41 as this game is winding down to its close. Berglund will inbound to Judd. And Judd will try and get by her defender. She does. She gets into the front court now. And get something open. Ooh, she got a little bit. There was a little bit of contact there on that reach for the ball, but no foul call. I kind of like that, though, because that did look pretty clean. At first, I thought she went through the arm. I think she did go over and miss the elbow, so I like it. Inbound now to Michaela Klepper on this near side. Pretty much the JV players in there. Michaela Klepper back out to Potter. Genesis Potter over on this near side to Berglund. Berglund giving it underneath Michaela Klepper. Beautiful feed. Missed her first at the rebound, and she's fouled. And she'll now go to the line and shoot two with 51 seconds to go. This will go against Kennedy Berthamy, her third, team sixth. And again, Michaela Klepper to shoot two. First one is up and good. 63-41. Ooh, if she misses, this is going to be a lane violation. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the young lady on this near side. You know what? I won't say her name because that can. It's a simple mistake. She doesn't deserve to get her name slandered like that. It was a simple mistake, especially late here in the game. So Michaela Klepper gets a second chance and she drills it. Makes them both 64-41. Dragons on their way to a victory here. 43, 42, 41, and 40 seconds to go in the contest. We'll try and go underneath here to Evans. Evans guarded by Judd. That's a matchup that I think we all want to see more of. That's a pretty good one. But it is going to be a foul here on Pine City. Evans will go and shoot two. Now, who will this be called on will be an interesting. Oh, they are going to get Judd. That would be her third. Team's sixth. Both teams now with six. Shot clock is off with 31.5 seconds to go in the game. Shot is up and good by Evans. 64-42. And that one good as well. So Evans makes them both, and that should pretty much do it here in this one. Again, shot clock is off. Judd will bring it up the court, and Pine City really doesn't need to do much more. Potter with it. Potter looking to Judd. Again, they don't need to do much more. Judd will just kind of back up and Gonna let the offense get set. This ball is lost. Kayla Klepper does get it back. Now a 3 is off the mark here from Lorsung. Looks like it was rebounded by Potter. Nice job. Knocked out of bounds. Ooh. There's a knocked out of bounds last touch by Pine City. Interesting. 0.4 seconds ago. That is going to do it. An inbound, and this one will have gone final. So we'll just wait for the final. Nice chuck by Evans, but that is going to come up short, and the Dragons get the victory here tonight, 64-42 over the Barnum Bombers. So be sure to stay tuned after the commercial break. We will come back, and it will be time for our post-game show brought to you by the Pizza Pub here in Pine City. If you're at a Pine City game, be sure to get a slice of their delicious pizza from Pine City Pizza Pub here at their home games. The final again in this one, Pine City beats Barnum 64-42. We'll be back for that post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just 2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Back here on Cool Country, WCMP, the Dragons get the victory here over the Barnum Bombers, 64-42. Quick look at some of these stats here, starting with the visiting Bombers. Leading the way for them was Sophia Frank with 12 points, then 11 for Mia Hurst, and then you had 7 for Ingrid Lund, 5 for Morgan Corpella, 3 for Bigelow, and 5 for Grace Evans as well. They had 9 steals, 1 block, and 11 team fouls. On the other side for your Pine City Dragons, 26 for Kate Unverzant to lead the team, 10 for both Klepper and Boland, 6 for Johnson, 5 for Gray and Gannot, 2 for Michaela Klepper. Rebound-wise, it was Klepper to lead the team with 13, 10 for Unverzat, and 8 for Book Boland. They had 12 steals total, 2 blocks, and 11 team fouls. They had 1 block from Unverzat and 1 from Klepper here in the game. A very good game here by Pine City, a pretty complete game all around. And what I liked about this game is, again, a little bit of a sluggish start, and I think that was due to the week off that they had in between competition because last week was so interesting. But then they came back, got things going offensively, and they really went on a nice run. And then it was like, oh boy, are they going to be able to be stopped? And then right at the end of the half, Barnum was able to get some key turnovers, score 4 unanswered off those turnovers at the end of the half, going to halftime, trailing 34-19, but then Pine City got off to a really good start here in the second half, and they just fed the post. It was Unverzat. It was Klepper to Unverzat. It was just an impressive showing there in the post. A really good outing tonight for this Pine City Dragons team as they defeat the Bombers 64-42, and again, they get yet another win on the season, make it now 4 in a row, and we are going to be joined by our player of the game. That will be Brooke Boland. And first of all, congratulations on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
So you guys had a little bit of a rest between your last game and this one, and got off to a little bit of a slow start, but then you guys really got going, and it looked pretty impressive. How did it feel to get back out there again?
Well, we had a few shoot-arounds over the break, but they definitely weren't exactly what we needed. And our last game we won, but we didn't play the way we should have been playing, if that makes any sense to you. So it felt really good once we got a little bit towards the middle where we could finally start playing as a team again and really start coming together and moving the ball super well, and that was super fun to be a part of. So
absolutely. And then Barnum got a little bit of momentum going in there into the half, but you guys came out in the second half and really started to play what felt like Pine City basketball. I mean, guys kind of put it to them there. How did it feel to go out there and play as well as you guys did?
It felt awesome. I think we all were just we got nothing to lose here, and none of us were really in foul trouble. Sometimes when we come off in the second half and, say we got Mallory with 3 fouls, and we obviously we need Mallory on the court. We have, Kate with 4, something crazy in the coming second half. It makes us a little bit more, standoffish, and we don't go as hard. But coming in the second half, no one was really in foul trouble, so we really had nothing to lose. So we kind of were thinking, this is the first half of the game. We're just starting out now. We're going to kind of erase the beginning of that first half, so let's treat this as the first half. And Judd always reminds us at halftime that the score is 0-0, so it truly is the beginning of a game. So that's kind of fun.
Absolutely. And you guys did a really good job. I want to talk about your mentality out there because if there's a rebound to get, you're going after it. Doesn't matter who's there, you're going after it. Where did that mentality come from, and how long did it kind of take to, I guess, perfect it, so to speak?
Right. Well, I would say it's kind of fun being so small. I'm our shortest player who starts by a long shot, and it's kind of fun to be that short. And I don't know if I did hit it, but I think I'm very, very close if I didn't hit it tonight with my 500 rebounds.
Wow.
And
well, congratulations if you did.
A really fun thing to me because I just think it's you don't look at me and be like, oh, she's a rebounder. So I'm really big on proving people wrong. So that's kind of some incentive for me. But it's also just kind of fun to get in there. And I got injured my 8th and 9th grade year, so I had to sit out the full 9th grade year and some of my 10th grade season and some of my 8th grade season. So, and all that was from concussions. And so I kind of, that season I got back, I kind of played it safe, and I was like, I don't really want to go for things. And then I started to think about it, and I was like, but why? You know what I mean? You got to go for everything. And so I started to just say, screw it, and go for everything that I can go for. So wherever that ball is, I traditionally want the ball. And I also know that if you get offensive boards, you can get a lot of offensive putbacks. And so those are some of my favorites. Or I get rebounds because I missed a layup.
Well, let me tell you, if anybody's even watched you once, they know that you are a rebounder. It's really impressive to watch this team. You guys did it kind of in all facets here tonight. Offense, defense, special teams, getting rebounds all over. It kind of felt like this was the complete game this team was hoping for. And what will that do for this team going forward?
I think our defense tonight was one of the best it's been in a while, which I think was super good because we've been trying out a new defense, and that was kind of rocky at the beginning. So I think it's really just nice to see it all coming together, and I think that's going to help us along in the playoffs coming. Especially because it's a defense that teams don't normally traditionally see, and it's a defense that's going to keep us out of foul trouble as well. Since we don't have as deep of a bench, just staying out of foul trouble and keeping your hands off is super important for us. So sometimes we're running mans and stuff like that when people set good screens and we have to help side or get 2 over, and then we get in fouls, we do this and we do that. So I think this defense is really going to make a difference for us entirely. And with our offense coming together, it's super cool because when we had Carly Jusak, she was Carly Jusak, and she did awesome, amazing things. but we kind of just ran through Carly. But I think on this team, like you can even tell by the scoreboard, Kate had 20, I had 10, Mal had 10. I mean, I think Paige had 8. Like, we're very all across the board. And, like, we've had several games like that now. I think if I was a team, I'd be like, well, who do we face guard? Like, who do we take out of the game? Like, there's just, you can't. So I think that's an awesome thing to have because not a lot of teams have it.
No doubt. Well, Brooke, thank you so much for joining us here. Good, congrats on the win here tonight. And if that was your 5 months, congrats on that
Thanks.
as well.
And my coach had 150 wins tonight for his career. So # congratulations to Judd. We love you.
All right, we'll hand it over to Coach Patrick Judd. And, well, Judd, 150 wins. Congratulations on that first. But, again, congratulations on the win here tonight.
Well, thank you. I was very proud of the girls. They played really well in a situation where you didn't have school today. And thank goodness we were playing at home and had some of that home cooking going for us with our shooting and stuff. We played well.
Yeah, and a little bit of a sluggish start. Obviously, a week or so off from the last time you played a game. But I was really impressed how they overcame that start and then started to play Pine City basketball. Right at the end, Barnum got a little bit of momentum. But how did it feel to see your team kind of overcome a little bit of a sluggish start to really play the way they were?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I thought it was a good little slugfest there between both teams. We were kind of, feeling each other out, getting a couple jabs in. Then I think we kind of threw the big punch that got them on their heels. And enough boxing terms here, but we were tied at 13 at one point, and then we went on a 21-2 run, and that's what opened it up and kind of gave us the lead for good. So it all comes back to playing great defense, getting rebounds, and then getting out in transition, and that's what we did. So hats off to the girls on doing those 3 things that we've talked about all season of getting better at.
Yeah, and then looking at this second half, as I mentioned, Barnum got a little bit of momentum going into that, but you guys came out and played really, really well. It seemed like this was kind of a as close to as a complete game as this team has been looking for all season long. You and I have talked how we just need one of those complete games, and we feel like that's when it'll start to all fall together. What did you think about this performance complete-wise, and how will that help this team going forward?
Yeah, I think that was the big message coming out of the half was that, hey, we can't take our foot off the gas this time. We've done that before, and we learned from it. We actually got out to a nice little quick run to start the half, and it felt good. And for the girls just to understand that you just got to finish what you started. So once again, it was good defense, finishing some layups in transition, and we talked about with the height advantage we had in this game, just get a post touch and see what happens from there. And every time we did, something good happened. So it's one thing when you tell the kid, ask them to do something like that. It's another thing when they follow through. So it was great.
Yeah, the execution tonight was great, and you had 3 players with double digits, but it wasn't just those 3 players. It seemed like everybody who was out there, whether they got on the stat sheet and filled it or not, they were just doing their job the way they should. And how does that speak to this team? Because it's not super deep, but you've got a little bit of a bench this year. But what does that say about this team and the way that they just all work so well together?
Well, like you said, they know their roles, and they're doing what they're supposed to do in their roles, and they don't necessarily worry about whether or not they're getting points. They're not, for example, we got a couple kids that maybe didn't score tonight, but they played great defense that forced turnovers, or they did a good job getting rebounds, or like running the floor to force the other team to have to come back and respect them to open it up for somebody else. So those are the little things that maybe don't show up on the stat sheets that still give us a great chance to win games.
For sure. And in talking with Brooke Boland, again, she is such a fun energy to be around. But looking at this team, it seems like they just care so much about each and every individual, and it starts with the senior leadership. But then they also turn back, and as Boland mentioned before she left, your 150th career win as a coach. I mean, what is it? I mean, just this atmosphere, the culture here, what does it mean for you to see that as a coach?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's something I've always preached no matter where I've gone, is that we want to have kids that want to be here, they want to have fun, and they want to, obviously learn the game of basketball. And over the last 3 years, we've definitely have, bounced off of what Coach Haas had started and continue to build, hopefully, a team that's got a chance to, really make a run in the playoffs and just have the excitement coming up for the future too. So, I'm very happy for what I have in this program. I'm blessed to be where I am, and I couldn't be happier to be getting a 150th win with this group.
Well, Coach, congratulations on that. Congrats on the win tonight, and good luck going forward.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. Go Dragons.
That, again, was Coach Judd. Thank him for joining us. Thank you as well to Brooke Bolin for joining us in the postgame as well. This team, as I mentioned before, they can be so hard on themselves, but then you get them in the postgame and you just realize how much fun and how much good energy they have and how great they are to talk to and what great human beings they are. I really can't say enough about the great human beings they are. They are athletes, yes, but they are human beings. They are student athletes as well, and it's so impressive. Each and every time I get to talk with these student athletes, I just remember how lucky I am to be able to do this and get a glimpse into a little bit of what their mind looks like, a little bit about who they are. And I know it's not much. I know I don't get to do it for long, but I'm so blessed to be able to do that, and just the great players that we get to chat with and their attitudes. It is so much fun to be able to hear from them. And I'm really, like Coach Judd said, they do want to make that deep run, and they think they can, and I do as well. I think this will be a team that makes a deep run in the playoffs. There is no doubt about it to me, and I think tonight may have been a starting point for them to kind of go and say, okay, yes, this is, we maybe haven't put it together all the time this season, but this is exactly what we need it to look like going forward. And let me tell you again, there's really not a team that would be able to keep up. But that is going to do it for me. I want to say again, thank you to all of you who tuned in here tonight. I appreciate your loyal listenership. It has meant the world to me, and it continues to mean the world to me because, again, without you, well, I don't have a job to do. So I appreciate you keeping my job secure. Also want to give a huge shout out to our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. If it weren't for them, we also wouldn't be able to come out here. But also, we can't bring you this game for free if it's not for those sponsors. So a huge shout out to them for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. Ways to stay tuned, you're asking? Well, you can do so by subscribing to this YouTube channel and liking and subscribing every time that, or when you subscribe, I should say. You'll get that notification when we go live, and then all you have to do is click it, and it will bring you right to the live video. Another way to stay tuned is the morning show right here on this very station with Joshua Miron in the mornings at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates. And then on our social medias at our Instagram and our Facebook, and then our Twitter at Q Media Sports. And then also on our website, WCMPradio.com, go to Sports tab, click on Broadcast Schedule. That will show you all the links for the games we have coming up that week, plus articles from games we've been at and interviews with coaches and players. Once again, the final here in this one, Dragons beat the Bombers 64-42. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly change someone's day. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your night.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.